Hello and welcome to the BVB update for August 18th. I'm Stefan Butzko, and in this format I cover Borussia Dortmund news and other shenanigans, and today I will start with the shenanigans because, believe it or not, there's a report by CBS Soccer today that Cristiano Ronaldo's last chance of leaving Manchester United this summer is with Borussia Dortmund. What? Yeah. So I'm not entirely sure how much of this article is believable, but nevertheless, just for the lols, let's read through it. And here it says, Cristiano Ronaldo's last chance of a Manchester United exit is via a transfer to Borussia Dortmund. His agent Jorge Mendes is actively working on the move. Ronaldo is open to a Dortmund move. Not only is Champions League football of appeal, but it gives him the opportunity to challenge for the Bundesliga, and in doing so become the first player to win a domestic league title in England, Spain, Italy and Germany. And it continues here saying that Dortmund are still holding internal talks, yeah sure, as to whether to make a late proposal to Manchester United, with Mendes encouraging them to do so. Both a permanent deal and a loan are being considered. Dortmund would like to add another forward after new signing Sebastian Aller was diagnosed with testicular tumor and will miss several months. So apparently Anthony Modeste never signed with Dortmund, but you'd think, okay, CBS, what do they know? But Bild today confirmed it. Yeah, they said that it's true that Ronaldo wants to join BVB, and then they write later, Bild confirms that Jorge Mendes has offered Ronaldo to Dortmund. And as you all know, as I said yesterday, and here is it confirmed, that Ronaldo does sleep in Dortmund bedsheets. So it's obviously clear that he only wants to Borussia Dortmund, and it's obviously not the last resort for him to still play Champions League football. But yeah, please explain to me how this transfer is going to happen. Well, Bild do write, but Dortmund do not want Ronaldo, full stop. And there you have it, Ronaldo is not coming to Borussia Dortmund. Bild also write that at Manchester United, Ronaldo is set to earn 29 million euros net per year and would completely break Dortmund's salary structure. Additionally, BVB don't want to put another striker in front of young star Youssoufa Moukoko. The signing of Anthony Modeste was already a concession to the top talent. 37 years old, Ronaldo is simply too old for Borussia Dortmund. Therefore, a transfer, despite all the pipe dreams, will not happen. So there you have it. Cristiano Ronaldo sadly is not coming to Dortmund. Although I think it's a good bit of fun. We talked about it also on today's Yellow Wall Pod. So maybe that's a quick teaser that there is a new episode if you want a preview for the Bremen game on Saturday, or in fact, listen to our takeaways from the Freiburg game. So yeah, just please subscribe to the Yellow Ball Pod if you haven't. And with that, I'm moving on to the press conference today. And I'm just going to give you the injury update, which I think is fantastic news, because Edin Terzic right at the start said, quote, "We expect all guys to be with us today and tomorrow on the training pitch. Everyone who was out injured is returning." And then he says, Charlie Özcan, who trained all week, is back. Niklas Süle feels that his rehab has progressed to the point that he can re-enter team training today. So he will train today and tomorrow, and Adeyemi, Reina, Rote and Gürputz are all back in team training as well. The only caveat maybe is that yesterday Jude Bellingham and Rafael Guerreiro couldn't train with Dortmund due to load management, but Terzic expects them to be on a training ground today, meaning Thursday, and tomorrow, meaning Friday, in the final team training. So apart from Sebastian Aller, who sadly is out for the long term, everyone else is expected to be available. Obviously, Terzic also admitted that not everyone being available means that everyone is also at 100%. For example, Gio Reyna, who only had around 45 minutes in the friendly against Antalyaspor so far, obviously is not ready to be a starter, but you know, if he is fit enough to be in the squad and maybe get a couple of minutes, that would be amazing. And you all know that Gio Reyna has scored fantastic goals against Werder Bremen in the Cup and of course in the Bundesliga. So if he even can get 5 or 10 minutes, that would already be huge for him. But yeah, this is it sort of from today's news conference. It's not as exciting as the previous one ahead of the Leverkusen match, so I'm not going to give you lengthy quotes, but I'm going to tell you what Sebastian Kehl said about a potential sale of Thomas Meunier. And in this Ruhrnachrichten piece here, it says that Borussia Dortmund has not yet received a concrete offer from another club for Thomas Meunier. The 30-year-old has also not requested a transfer, and Kehl is quoted in the piece that he does not see any reason to sell Meunier at this point, that it is not his plan. However, Ruhrnachrichten do end this piece with the reasonable conclusion that should a high offer come in for Thomas Meunier and Dortmund can find a replacement, then of course they will sell him because his contract does only run until 2024, and now would be a good time to still make some money for a player that's valued at 6.5 million according to Transfermarkt. And with that, we can move over to another Ruhrnachrichten piece, and that talks about the possible buyback clause for Bradley Fink. This is something I asked myself yesterday as well, if Dortmund have one, and Ruhrnachrichten write that Borussia Dortmund do not have a classic buyback option for Bradley Fink, but do have a matching clause. So should Fink develop into a top striker in Switzerland at FC Basel, Dortmund have a chance to lure him back to the Westfalenstadion. And lastly, Dan Axel Zagadou could be going to Inter instead of Akanji, writes sempreinter.com here, and they quote calciomercato.com as their source, and that is because Dortmund and Inter reportedly are in negotiations for Manuel Akanji. And so Zagadou would of course be a cheaper option, but I don't know if that is a real alternative for Inter or if that's just negotiation tactics. And they also write that Japhet Tanganga is an alternative, so we shall see if Manuel Akanji is soon to be seen in Milan or not, and we shall also see if Cristiano Ronaldo will come to Dortmund. So yeah, I don't think it's going to happen whatsoever. I think there's a 0% chance it's going to happen, but let me know in the comments if you think that CR7 should be playing in black and yellow and that Dortmund should pursue that avenue or not. I'm very intrigued what people think about that. But yeah, in the meantime, thank you for watching as always, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.